This video will highlight the key court websites, Australian procedural commentary sources, and UK procedural resources that you'll refer to during your studies. Links to all of these resources are available in the Procedure Legal Research Guide, which you can access through the UWA Library Survival Guides or via this URL. Let's start with court websites. So why might you go directly to a court website? Well, they arrange and present material from the perspective of the court itself, and so you'll find things like online forms, court lists, and court fees. Let's look at the Supreme Court of Western Australia website. In the left-hand side menu, you'll see links to court lists and cases, court business, which contains practice directions, as well as forms and fees and information on e-lodgement. On the District Court of Western Australia website, you'll see similar options: court lists, civil and criminal procedure forms, court fees, and e-lodgement. It's worthwhile familiarising yourself with these websites as you'll revisit them throughout your studies and probably your career. The Procedure Legal Research Guide also contains links to some of the key Australian procedural commentary sources. These sources contain a wealth of secondary material that has been developed to help practitioners follow the correct court procedures. You should pay attention to these resources if you'll be doing a seasonal clerkship in a firm with a litigation team. They will use these resources and often refer to them by their nicknames, such as Cross, Quick, etc. You can access expert evidence through Westlaw AU. Simply click on the link in the guide, click on the Westlaw AU link in OneSearch, sign in with your FEME details if you haven't already, and then you'll be taken to expert evidence in Westlaw AU. Expert evidence combines analysis of the law with coverage of criminal, family, company, commercial, and other areas of law. The law and practice chapters contain information about procedure. Click on the plus sign, and then you'll see Chapter 5 is titled Procedure. You can search using keywords on the screen here, or browse using the menu on the left-hand side. Litigation and Court Practice in CCH IntelliConnect contains practice commentary and legislation for the Australian Administrative Appeals Tribunal, the Australian Federal Magistrates Court, and the Australian High Court and Federal Court. Simply click on the link. It will open in OneSearch. Click on the CCH Academic Online link, and then that will open Litigation and Court Practice. Simply click on the plus sign to expand the menu. You can then browse through the different topics, or you can also search all content in the search bar at the top. The Procedure Legal Research Guide also contains links to the civil procedure books for the other Australian states. Most are available through Lexis Advance, except for Civil Procedure New South Wales, which is available through Westlaw AU. Lastly, let's look at some of the UK procedural resources. Why are these relevant? Well, the UWA Supreme Court Civil Procedure Rules were enacted in 1971 and were based on the English rules at the time. Since then, there have been a few amendments to WA rules, but no major revision, so the UK interpretations are still useful. However, in the UK, the Civil Procedure Rules were considerably revised from the mid-1980s. To interpret the WA rules, you can use the UK White Book, which is their equivalent of our Red Book, up to the mid-1980s. After that, the UK rules changed. Older print editions of the White Book can be recalled from Welshpool Store. However, the current edition can be accessed via Westlaw UK. It will open in OneSearch. Select Westlaw UK Journals and Law Reviews, sign in with your FEME details if you haven't already, and then that will open the White Book 2018. You can then search using the free text, or you can browse using the menu items towards the bottom of the screen. Another UK resource of note is Bullen and Leek and Jacobs Precedents of Pleadings, which provides an authoritative stock of precedents of pleadings completely redrafted in line with the new civil procedure rules in the UK. It contains tables, cases, statutes, and statutory instruments, and can also be accessed via Westlaw UK. Remember to refer to the Procedure Legal Research Guide for links to all of the key resources that you'll use during your study.